In our last episode, we looked at the FMCG sector in Nigeria and Africa, and we uncovered how supply chain disruptions, poor infrastructure, counterfeiting, and fluctuating customer purchasing power affect growth in this region. Today, we shift our focus to a very different environment: Europe and the United States. Unlike Africa, where the primary struggles are infrastructure and affordability, FMCG companies in the West face challenges that come from a more advanced and highly competitive market. These include market saturation, strict regulations, sustainability pressures, and tough competition from private labels. Let's break each of these sectors down. So let's talk about the challenges. Number one, market saturation. The FMCG market in Europe and the US is extremely crowded. Think about it. For every category, from bottled water and snacks to cleaning supplies and personal care, there are already hundreds of established brands fighting for the same shelf space and consumer attention. New entrants struggle to stand out because consumers already have well-established favorites. For example, in the beverage industry, giants like Coca-Cola and Pepsi dominate the market, leaving very little breathing rooms for newcomers. Market saturation means companies must fight harder for consumer loyalty, often through harder advertisement, deep discounts, or constant innovation. Number two, strict regulations. In these regions, FMCG companies must navigate very strict rules around health, safety, labeling, and advertising. In Europe, for instance, the European Union has some of the toughest food safety and packaging standards in the world. Similarly, in the US, the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, and FTC, Federal Trade Commission, regulates product claims, labeling, and even marketing strategies. This can be a huge burden for small businesses. Complying with these rules requires significant investment in research, testing, and label reviews. Failures to comply can lead to heavy fines, product recalls, and even brand damage. Number three, sustainability pressures. Sustainability is no longer optional in the Western market. It is an expectation. Consumers in Europe and the US are increasingly demanding eco-friendly packaging, ethically sourced materials, and carbon-conscious production. Governments are also stepping in with stricter environmental regulations. For example, single-use plastic are being chased out across the UE, and US states like California have introduced strict recycling and packaging laws. This creates both a challenge and an opportunity. On one hand, companies face higher costs to shift to greener practice. On the other hand, brands that embrace sustainability often gain a competitive edge and build stronger loyalty with eco-conscious consumers. And lastly, competition from private labels. Perhaps one of the toughest challenges in this region is the rise of private labels, also known as store brands. Supermarkets like Aldi, Tesco, and Costco have established and developed their own in-house brands that compete directly with established FMCG players. Private labels are attractive to consumers because they are often cheaper but still maintain decent quality. In Europe, private labels account for more than 30% of FMCG sales in some markets, and that number continues to rise. This trend forces major brands to rethink pricing strategy and product innovation just to maintain relevance. So how can FMCG companies in Europe and the US respond to these challenges? Here are some practical approaches. Number one, innovation and differentiation. To survive market saturation, businesses must constantly innovate, whether it's new flavors, healthier alternatives, or unique packaging. Niche markets, such as plant-based foods or organic snacks, are a good example. Startups that identify these gaps often break into markets successfully despite tough competition. Number two, investing in compliance early. Regulation is not going away. The smarter move is to embed compliance into the business model from the start. This means investing in proper labeling, transparent sourcing, and accurate product claims. In the long run, compliance protects a company's reputation and builds trust with consumers. Number three, sustainability as a brand story. Instead of seeing sustainability as a cost, smart businesses use it as a marketing advantage. A brand that says our packaging is 100% recyclable or our ingredients are sourced responsibly, hence customer trust. Many Western consumers are willing to pay more for products that align with their values. And lastly, competing with private labels. Established FMCG brands must leverage their strength in branding. While private labels may win on the price, big brands can differentiate with emotional storytelling, heritage, and the unique value propositions. Additionally, partnerships with retailers instead of outright competition can sometimes create win-win situations, such as co-branded products or exclusive offerings. So, to recap, FMCG in Europe and the US faces a crowded market and strict regulations, growing sustainability demands, and stiff competition from private labels. But businesses can embrace innovation, compliance, sustainability, and strong branding can still cave out their space and thrive. In the next episode, we'll head to China, where the FMCG landscape looks very different. There, the key challenges include intense price competition, stiffened government regulations, and the unstoppable rise of e-commerce dominance. It's a fast-moving, high-pressure market, and we'll break down what that means for both local and international businesses trying to win in China. So stay tuned, and remember, every challenges are only stepping stones to better opportunities. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next episode.